Today's episode, we're going to be doing ring training. It's going to be a full push exercise. We're going to start off with Korean dips. And then from there, we're going to go into Bulgarian dips and then finish off with weighted push-ups. Stick around if it's your first time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Right, y'all, this video right here, we're going to start off with the first exercise of today's session. It's going to be Korean dips. I'm going to be shooting from anywhere from 3 to 5. I'm going to do 3 sets from 3 to 5 reps. All right, here we go. All right, take 2. Yeah, like I was saying, y'all, I appreciate everybody swinging through. This video is a lot like yesterday's. The only difference on today's video is that instead of it being a pull session, today we went ahead and did a pull session. We started off with these RTO dips. These are done with a supinated grip and a strong hollow body. This is set 1. I'm doing 3 sets, 3 exercises. If it's your first time swinging through this channel and you're into live training, if you're into calisthenics, then make sure you like and subscribe and make sure you drop a comment. All right, y'all, that's set 1. All right, y'all, here we go. We're gonna get into this second set of the first exercise. We're doing Korean dips. I switched up the angle just to give you guys a different perspective and so you can see what a Korean dip is. Here we go. Right, y'all, this is my second set. Something a little different that I did from yesterday's video on this one was I switched up the angles. So that first angle was straight, and then this one I came over here on the side so you can see the side angle. So you get a better understanding of what the Korean dips, what it's all about. Yeah, if you happen to try this exercise or if you've done it before, let me know what you think in the comments. You know, we're trying to get up in the algorithm, y'all, so anything helps now, right now. All right, y'all, that's set 2. All right, here we go, y'all. This is the final set for the first exercise. We're doing Korean dips. We're gonna finish off strong, y'all. Let's make that last set our best set. All right, this right here is my third set. Kind of giving you guys more of a backslide side angle. Here we go. This is our last set. Last set for the first exercise. Yeah, give these a try. Drop it in the comments, or let me know where you're at in your calisthenics journey. And do you train only on a straight bar, or do you incorporate ring training? Do you do weights? You know, anything, y'all, anything. Let's get some going in the chat, in the conversation, in the comment section. This is gonna be the second exercise. We're gonna do Bulgarian dips. On these, I'm shooting for 6 to 8 reps, and you got to keep a tight core, tight. Just try to keep a hollow body, and when you drop down, try to get to a 90. If you can go lower, go lower.
Some lost over 47 pounds. Your body, your...
All right, I was doing a lot of talking here. 3 different angles, so this is gonna be the first angle right here, just to better demonstrate the exercise, just in case you want to give it a try. Here we go. I gotta get right into it. Here we go, though. We're shooting this backslide side angle, and I believe we're doing the Bulgarian dips here. This is a lot similar to a straight bar dip. The only difference here is that you're able to do a little bit more range of motion, as well as that you're doing that ring turnout at the end. So really, it's a little bit more beneficial if you have a set of rings. But you got to do what works for you at the end of the day. This is what works for me, and this is how I prefer to train. Yeah, these are some good work. All right, that's set 1. We're doing 3 sets. All right, y'all, here we go. We're going to do the second set for the second exercise. We're doing Bulgarian dips, keeping the strong hollow body. Here we go, y'all. This is the second set right here. Bulgarian dips, giving you guys that head-on angle. Here we go. Yeah, y'all, while I was training, there was actually an accident. You know, the camera's facing that red building. right behind the camera, there's a 3-car collision over there. So if you see me distracted looking over that way a little bit during this video, yeah, that's because we had a 3-car collision over there. So I was just, you know what I mean, being nosy Rosie over there peeping. But yeah, these are some good work, y'all. Peep that form, peep that ring turnout, everything, y'all. I try to do good form to give you guys a good example of what a certain exercise is.
Second set, y'all. Second set. All right, y'all. This is the third set. Second exercise. We're gonna finish off strong. Here we go.
There's that third angle. There's that side view. Yeah. If you've been doing regular dips and you want to do a little bit of a progression before you go into the RTO dips, this might be a good option right here. These Bulgarian wide dips. It's a little different. Make sure you're doing the ring turnout. Make sure you're keeping that hollow body. Make sure you're keeping your hips, your legs, and your core tight. And you're gonna see the benefits.
Yeah, we finished off strong, y'all. Move on to push-ups now. All right, here we go. We're on to our third exercise. Where we're doing ring push-ups with a 45-pound plate. We're gonna be working on good form and that good RTO at the end. Here we go.
And these, y'all, to keep it real with you guys, I wasn't really keeping count. I was more going off on how I feel. I was making sure I was keeping my hips straight, no banana back, and I was making sure I was putting the emphasis on that ring turnout at the end. That's a 45-pound plate. These are ring push-ups with a turnout at the end. This is real. If you're into bench pressing and you're getting into calisthenics, this is gonna mimic the bench press. I was in the gym for 7 years, y'all, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the bench press. And these right here, you can load it up. You can load it up as much as your core can hold up.
All right, y'all, that's set one. All right, y'all, here we go. We're going into our second set of these ring turnout push-ups. We're using a 45-pound plate. Here we go. Set two.
All right, this is that other angle, that head-on angle. Yeah, and like I was saying, y'all, this is all about keeping that hollow body when you do these weighted push-ups. If you feel like you're not ready to do weighted, just do it regular. Just practice that good form, keeping those hips up, making sure you're doing that ring turnout. And then once you feel like you're ready, then you start adding weight. Start off with something small, 10, 15 pounds. Slowly work your way up, week by week. Make sure you're tracking that progress. And you're gonna see the gains, y'all. Train smart. I know sometimes we want to get ahead of ourselves and train like crazy, but that ain't gonna help us get no gains.
Second set, y'all. Second set. RTO push-ups on the rings. All right, y'all. Third exercise, third and final set. We're doing RTO ring push-ups. Here we go.
Yeah, once you get to a certain level and you want to see gains, you gotta train smart. You gotta train in blocks. You know what I mean? 6 to 8 weeks, 12 weeks. You gotta make sure you're tracking it. You gotta make sure that you're leveling up, even if it's only 1%, 2%. It don't matter. But just doing random sets and random workouts and all that, that's more like just to get fit. But if you're into advancing and progressing in your sport, let's say it's calisthenics, and you want to take your time with it, y'all. Be patient. This stuff takes time. You got to build the tendons. You got to build those muscles. And you got to build that character, y'all. That character is more than anything. That discipline.
All right, y'all. That was it for today's training session. I appreciate you. If you stuck around and watched the whole video, if you could like, subscribe. Let's try to get this video in the algorithm. I appreciate y'all.
Peace,
Hope
y'all.
everybody has a
Like
good
and subscribe.
weekend.